Hello, Ngan. Can you hear me?
Hello. I want to switch from my phone to the laptop, so
Can't hear you very well.
you hear me well.
I cannot hear you very well.
Okay.
Can I see you, please?
Please, please, please.
Okay, so shall we begin or what? Hello. You there?
Yeah, I have some problem with my phone.
Can you
So
join with your laptop?
yeah, I try. I am trying. Don't know. Okay. Can you
Okay.
hear me well?
Did you say could?
Yeah, I have said what's wrong with that?
You can't say could you hear me? That doesn't make sense. Because it's about past tense. If you said in this way, could you hear me in the past? So what do we say about now?
Can you hear me well?
Yes, that's better. So where's your homework? I don't see it. The recording, the most important part.
I have done the grammar test, but I don't have much time for it.
Well, okay, you don't need to do the grammar test if you cannot do the original homework. Okay? Okay. So as I said, the grammar test is just a bonus. If you don't do your regular homework, you will not get anything out of well, studying with with anyone really. So all you need to do is just make sure this homework is finished. That's all you need to do. It's just to have this done. Okay? You understand?
I I don't get it.
Your internet is bad. You should make sure that the internet works well, that I can hear you and see you. And right now it's not possible. You should complain or raise this concern with your parents or with your internet provider so they can fix it for you. Can you even see me? Can you hear me?
Okay. Make my face okay.
Hello, are you there?
You can you hear? Yeah, I'm still right there. Still
I
right
uh,
here.
I couldn't hear you for like a minute. Couldn't see you. So, can you change your internet to a different one? Maybe connect with your phone
Yeah,
internet or yeah, use a Wi-Fi that is better.
I have just changed it.
Okay, you changed it. All right, great. So, make sure to do this homework. This is very important, at least once for every lesson.
I know. I can arrange my time. I can
Well,
manage
you
my
can,
time.
so the point is, right, it takes only a few minutes to record your speech, right?
But to
The
analyze my mistake
listen
and
down
it
can be done later and won't take more than 10 minutes.
no, it make me spend about 30 to 1 hours to fix it.
You don't need to
To
fix
type it.
it. You just need to type it. How can it be 1 hour? 2 minutes of speaking. It's not 1 hour of typing.
Yes, it is. Of
How
course it is.
how is it 1 hour? Like then what do you do? Like you listen to yourself and you just need to type it. You don't need to fix
Yeah.
it. You don't need to correct it. I will do it for you. You have
Uh,
you
in
have
the last one, you say that I have to fix it. I have to find my mistake and correct
where
it before
is
you
it here?
do
Where
it.
is it? Do
Wait,
you have it in here in as a part of your task? You just need to
what
do what
could
it says here. Like it says, pick a
I?
part, record yourself, separate your answer, say the topic card, save the
Um,
recording, and write down what you hear, nothing else. You can fix it and correct it if you have time, but you don't have to do this because I can do it for you too.
okay.
Correcting is only if you have free time, but this is the most important part. So from now on, you can do grammar on your own, and you can save it here too as an additional homework, like additional homework assignment, extra. But this should be done every single time, okay?
Okay.
So you have next time you have to do double homework, right? To finish the previous skipped homework assignments.
All right.
That's all. Now, have you analyzed this already? Do you know what's wrong?
I think because I careless, so I choose wrong one.
But do you know why it should be get? Do you understand why it's supposed to be get?
Uh, why did why did it get broken? Like it is a passive sentence, passive voice.
Well, you can also say be broken. Yes,
Be broken.
it is broken. It's just be is the infinitive form. We can't use it in speech in
Ah,
sentences. Or
Oh,
actually, we can in certain situations, like with modal verbs, like can. How can this be broken? But here we have
mm,
did, so it's a combination of get, did, and get. How did how did this get broken? How did this become broken? Well, you just need to keep doing it until you have no grammatical mistakes. You have a ton of grammatical mistakes when you speak all the time. So you need to keep improving and checking why things are not correct. You need to be interested in the grammar. Now, I'm going to send you another link for grammar, and you can study that later as well. So in your Zalo now, you have a link from me that you can open in your free time, at least, let's say, 5 minutes a day. Just study that a little bit. It will help you understand the grammar better as well.
mm.
Winters
Ah,
here can be really... So again, here, why can we not use could?
it is a pass
So why can we not use could there?
because there is a verb in the past.
What verb?
Good.
So it's in the
Right.
past, and
And what?
so what? Why is it a problem?
Because it is regular.
What is regular?
The winter always cold,
Is
so
always cold.
it's
Yes.
always
So
cold.
in the sentence, yes, the thing that is happening in the sentence is regular, not a single time in the past, or not in the past in general. You can say
Yeah.
could in the present, but only when you suggest something. Could you do this for me, for example? Just to be more polite. Yeah? How do you ask the examiner to repeat a question?
I have I need to repeat this sentence.
How do you ask the examiner to repeat a question?
Yes. Of course I can do it.
How? Third time. How do you ask the examiner to repeat a question?
Can you repeat it or can you paraphrase it or what is the meaning?
What is the meaning? No, you cannot ask that. But the
Why?
first two, maybe. Um, we're talking about repeating, yeah? So why would you say, what is the meaning to just to ask to repeat? It doesn't make sense. So
Mm.
we're talking about repeating the question. So to make it, all right, let me write it down for you, right? So to make it more polite, we can change can to could, yes?
Yeah, right. That is what I think.
So how do you ask the examiner to repeat a question?
Could you repeat the question,
Could you repeat the question, please? Yeah?
please?
So that's why you have confusion with could. Sometimes you think you can use it anywhere, but it's not true.
Yeah, yeah.
What else? I'd love to.
So why is the present
But
perfect?
this is
I understand it.
because this is like a conditional. It's an unreal situation from the past. This is advanced grammar, and you should study it only after you're done with basic grammar. So for now, I think this is not very important. What else? Yeah. So I would just say, well, remember, when you wish for something in the past, I wish I have lived. I'd love to have lived, yeah, in the 19th century. Just to remember it. But if you want to find why, you can Google it as well. All right. Next. It
I
was.
think this it was what?
It was the first time
Yeah, it was the first time, so I think that is an experience.
because we already
So
have was. Was is the first point in time. Had eaten is the
ah,
second point in time in the past.
that, that the first time is the one that I know. That is the perfect sentence. Ah,
Because it
present perfect
was.
sentence.
If without it was, yes, your answer would be correct. But with it was the first time he had eaten for that at that moment.
Okay.
Okay. Well, this is like, why did you put this here? You didn't have time to answer?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's complete it next time, please. Anything we missed here? I think, yeah, this one we did last time with you. All right. So then moving on, let's practice part 3. Yeah.
Hmm.
So in part 3 we have ideas, questions, and what do we have? Ideas, questions, and
And what? And support sentence.
can you see what I've just typed? Oh,
Opinion.
part 3 question types. So yeah. So for ideas questions, you say how many ideas you have, then talk about each idea one by one and add details. For opinions questions, you have two sides usually.
To
So it's
sign.
two sides of two opposing opinions, right? So talk first talk about the one side, then the other side, then talk about the other side, and then we also need details, right? Detail, add reasons, and what do we do at the end? Give your personal opinion. Yeah. So what do we do again for opinion questions?
Uh, I don't remember it.
All right. Well, let's take a look again. Example. Some people, while others think
Okay.
outside. So to arguments. What do we say here? That's for me. That's it. Yeah? Very simple. Now let's practice. What do you remember from the opinions questions? How
So
do we
I
answer?
have to first we have to say about this side, and
It
then
cannot be say about. Cannot say that.
some
First we
people
have
say
to, first we have to, or first we
we should say about
you cannot say about here. First we have, you should talk about, not say about.
should talk about some people's things,
No,
and
you talk
then
about one side, yes,
one side,
and then
yeah,
you add
we should
reasons for that side,
add the reason
like
for
why they
this,
think like that, yeah, and then
yeah, and then talk about the other sides,
the other side,
uh,
yes,
and add the reason,
yes, and then
and then switch to my opinion.
okay, and how do you, what phrases can you use for this structure? One
As,
side, the other
as
side,
for
you
me, as for me.
no, start with the beginning, from the beginning.
Well, somebody said that.
Not somebody.
uh,
Somebody said it makes little sense because we are talking about general things, not one person. Oh, okay, let's take a look again. So this is an example, right? You don't have to say it like this. You can change it a little bit. Yeah? So what do we say?
in the beginning,
Just
or what
some people believe
some people believe.
one thing, yes?
Yeah, I believe I have to. No, I need to find some problem, right?
No. You just need to remember. So what do we say? How do we start? Part 3, opinions questions.
With this
So say it, please.
issues,
Some,
with these issues. So what?
not issues, with
Some
this
people,
expression. Some people,
some people believe that.
then you add a reason. Next,
Yes. Why others think? Why others think?
then you add another reason, yeah, or maybe let's add one reason for each, yeah, that's enough. Add a reason, don't forget that. And next,
And then, as for me, or in my opinion, or something like that.
yeah, okay. So this is a good structure that you can use to extend your answers. Make sure you have always something to talk about, yeah?
Yeah.
So let's try. I'm gonna give you a question. I want you to try and tell me what kind of question it is. Let's talk about nature. So let's talk about nature in general. I'm going to ask you some general questions about that. What kind of people like to visit natural places?
Oh. Uh, well, some people believe
Is it, what kind of question is it?
uh, the question, the natural question.
No. Here we have two types.
Ah, uh, opinion session.
What kind of people like to visit natural places? Is it two sides or a list of things?
A list of things.
So it's an ideas question, yes?
Yeah.
So you don't have to do much. Start by saying how many ideas you have, then mention each idea with details about why it's relevant to the question. So you have 5 seconds to think in part 3 questions. About 5 seconds, yeah?
Yeah.
So you think for 5 seconds, and then you can answer. What kind of
Uh,
what kind of
like
people what kind of people like to visit natural places? Ngan.
uh, there are two types of people who will come to a natural place. Uh, First of all, it is elder people who is uh, who is who has retirement when they get old, and because of because they want an, a quiet place, so choose they choose natural place. And uh, other in other side, uh, they are some teenager. They have and um, they want to uh, what do you think? They want to find more about the natural for the project in university, or just uh, they want to relax, so they choose the natural place. Okay.
So the structure was more or less okay. Right, so again, how many ideas you said? So there are two main categories of people, yes? Or two main types, in my view, yeah? So that was good, something like that. You can also say, well, in my opinion, there are two main types of people who would do
Mm.
that.
Ah,
Repeat it, please.
um, in my as for me, there are two type
You
people with.
cannot start your answer with "as for me." Yeah? Let me write it down here for you. As for me, and start your answers with this. Okay? Alright.
Where it is? Đâu mới đâu.
Just repeat, please. I can only. I'm only asking you to repeat one thing.
There are two type people
Okay, so
who.
in my view,
Uh,
in my from my right, let's try this. Ex
perspective.
from my experience,
Uh, from my experience, there are two type of people who will do
two
two types of people who will do this.
will is like one time in the future. When you say will, you mean it will be one time in the future. Here, we don't have one time in the future. We don't have that here. We cannot say will.
Who always do this?
Always do. Well, this is better. This is better. But you can,
Often.
yeah, you don't need always. So who would do this?
Who would?
Would, you know, would?
Yeah. Did
Like
you
that,
do this? Or
like this, yes?
who would? Would?
Like this, yes?
No.
Like this?
Yeah, right.
Okay. So who would, that means like maybe, not like
Maybe.
100%, which doesn't make
Uh,
sense, but maybe. So would is great here. Perfect way to say that, right? Again, from
from my experience, there are two types of people who do this.
great. Now, and then you just mention the types, and you should use sentence structures that are more advanced if you know them. Well, for example, you can say first we have this group, and you talk about that group. Then you say, and secondly, we have another group. So we have first and secondly. How else can you separate that? Like, what other connectives do you have?
The link word.
Well, linking words for sequencing. What do you remember?
In for
So we have two things. Yeah, you can say first and secondly. What else can you say instead of first and secondly?
firstly and
But,
secondly.
yeah, so what can you say instead of that?
In the B, I don't know. In this side, in that side.
No. In this side? No. On the one hand,
Yeah,
if
other one.
Ngan,
And
Ngan, if it's two, you can say on one hand, on the other hand, or on the one hand and on the other hand. So that's another way, right? So firstly, secondly, or on the one hand we have older people, and on the other hand we have even older people. Yeah, young people. What else?
other.
Any other way to separate, to talk about two
In
things?
addition, moreover, furthermore,
But these that don't work in speech very well. So it's good in writing only.
oh,
You don't have to say firstly. You could say, well,
in the beginning.
no. Let's start with like this. Let's start with young people. Yeah, let's start with older people. They like to go there because of this and this. Next, we have young people. So you can say start and next instead of first and second. Yeah. So that this
Yeah,
shows what? That
this show the natural of this book.
do you know band descriptors? Remember that? So
Yeah.
again, you want to get a 4, right? This one?
No.
You want to get a 5.
No. More than that.
You want to get a 6.
6.5 if
So you
I
have to get 7 then. That's what you need to know. So here we have uses a range of what?
read a complex structures.
So first and second, that is a simple structure, right?
Yeah.
No,
So,
this is a complex structure.
yeah. I'm sorry.
So with some flexibility, do you understand flexibility?
Yeah, like
Su ling what?
vocab.
Huh? So
Yeah, I
flexibility, what does it mean? So you have two
know.
questions that are ideas, for example, yeah? And you want to use this structure for both. So you need to show, this is an advanced complex structure, yeah? How do you show flexibility?
I need to use the phrase that you have have tell me.
The phrase? Which phrase?
Like let's start about
Well, yeah, so
this.
you have some flexibility in that, but
Yeah.
this is closer to paraphrase. I would say this is paraphrase, yeah? But it's also a flexibility in complex structures at the same time, yeah? So you kill two birds with one stone. And you need to do this error-free, yes? Frequently. Like frequently, what is that? How many percent? Is it like 30% of the time?
No, like 90%.
99% of the time?
Uh,
Or 90, like this?
90. Yeah. 90.
Okay, so it means 10. So 1 out of 10 sentences can be wrong.
Okay.
When Ngan speaks, almost
Right.
every sentence contains errors. Yes? It says, though some grammatical mistakes persist.
No.
Again, some, what is some?
No. I
Some,
have a high
is it
score in
like
mathematics right
15%? What is some?
now. 30.
30%. So again, it means 3 out of 10, let's say,
Sentence.
it's not really sentences, maybe parts of a sentence can contain a grammatical
Details.
mistake, right? So you have a long sentence or a long structure, you have several parts there, but only 3, it's not much.
Mm-hmm.
But again, this is just 12%, so this is 12% of the total band, yeah? So even if it's perfect, it only affects 12% of your score. You understand? Get it?
Maybe I I guess that my connect is is quite bad.
Your
I
what?
have to fix it again.
Your what? Your
My
internet is
connect
not great right
my
now. I
connect.
can't hear you very well. Your what?
Yeah.
Hello?
Thôi nhanh thôi.
Hello? Are you there?
Thôi Kim Minh Trinh.
Can you hear me?
I'm right there. I'm right here.
All right. I
But
can hear you now.
I'm type the password of the new Wi-Fi.
Password of new Wi-Fi. What?
Được biết mà. Được biết mà. Được biết mà. Can you hear me well?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you can definitely get
Mm,
a 6.5, but you need to practice and notice uh, what you are doing wrong first. Yeah.
yeah.
You need to notice what you're doing wrong, and then you need to fix it by practicing more. It's easy if you practice. If you don't practice, it's impossible. It's a difference between like cannot do it and can do it. So again, we need this 7 for you. You also need to mind your pronunciation because it says that you need positive features of band 8 here. So it means wide range of pronunciation features. How do we practice that? How do we practice this? Listen to native speakers and
I
repeat
know
immediately
well.
right after you finish saying a word.
Mm,
Just repeat, like it's called shadowing. Somebody's talking and you
yeah.
repeat. Can you try with me? I'm gonna say a sentence and you immediately repeat as soon as you hear the first word. You repeat it, next word repeat. So like immediately, right?
I
You
I
don't finish.
often do.
You do it often.
I often
Okay,
when
let's
yeah.
practice now. Let's try it. So I will say one sentence and you don't wait for me to finish it. You try to repeat after me. Yeah?
Okay. Uh,
Let's see.
Can
Do
I
you
write down?
what? Right, what?
Can I write down? Write your sentence.
No, you need to shadow immediately. As soon as you hear, before I finish the sentence, you need to start repeating it. So while I'm still speaking, you already start talking just to repeat. Understand? That's called shadowing, a special technique that will help you
When
practice
you
pronunciation.
finish when you finish your sentence, and then I
No, you
will.
have to start immediately before I finish. As soon as you hear the first word, you say it. Second word, say it. Third word, say it. Understand? Immediately.
Okay. Okay.
Well, okay. Let's begin. Do you think that going to the park is the only way to get close to nature?
Way to get to the nature
Get close to nature.
and get close to the nature.
I didn't say the nature. To
Nature.
nature. To nature.
Nature.
Yes, so this is what you do at home. You open any video and you just repeat like this immediately. Understand? So
Mm,
this is how you can practice this. You want to get a 6.5, you need to get 7. For that you need, it says parts of band-aid even. So sustains flexible use of features means like when you speak, you don't have to repeat yourself to correct.
mm,
And you need to make sure that well, it's easy to understand you, but most importantly, you practice mm, this part. You need intonation. You need to copy speech intonation. Yeah,
yeah, I can do it.
you can just listen carefully and repeat after the native speakers. All right. So here in this question, remember we're talking about who goes to natural places?
Yeah.
We have the beginning from my experience, this and that. Then we have, all right, first we have elderly, the elderly
Yeah,
who
the
do
elderly.
that. Yeah, so you say that and then you add a detail. You could say We have the elderly. We have, yeah, who do that because they have nothing better to do. This is the best activity for them because they don't have a job. They need maybe some easy exercises, easy ways to get fit, and this helps them achieve that. Yeah? All right, please repeat.
Repeat these three things.
Well, everything I told you just now. Just what I told you.
How? I can remember it.
We're wasting time. We are wasting time. I'm telling you one thing. I want you to understand it so you can produce it yourself. You can make it yourself, right? If you don't remember, you can write it down while I speak. Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, okay, then moving on. We don't have time to repeat. Now let's put this down. This was your speech here.
Yeah.
Who will come to natural place? What's wrong with this?
Who come to natural place often?
So we have people. So people who come to. Let's hurry up.
Who come to natural place often?
Natural
Natural places are places. Oftenly.
oftenly.
Hmm.
What is oftenly? We actually,
Like regularly.
well, I don't know. Oftenly is not even in a dictionary. We have maybe in Wikipedia, but it seems like very unusual. Oftenly.
Really. Often.
So regularly, yeah,
Often. Yeah, regularly.
or often. Next.
Elder people. I have missed something before the elder people.
No, it's me. I'm showing that it's not important. This is important in blue.
People who has retirement. Who have
I have
mm, elderly, elderly. So you have to cross out the people, right?
no. You can keep it.
No.
Yeah. Looks like
Is there any mistake in this sentence?
yes, there are.
Mm.
All right. Who have retirement?
Who have retired?
You could say
Subject
retired.
are retired.
When they get old. Do we need it here?
No.
You already have elderly, right? And retired. You
Yeah.
don't need to repeat that third time. The only people who have retired. So on the one hand, right, let's say it like this. On
On the
the
one
one hand, we have the elderly
yeah.
people retired because they want what?
They want quiet, one quiet places. They want to they want a quiet place.
So next.
So they choose natural places.
So want a quiet place. You have repetition here. Place, places. Place is repeated.
They uh,
So they
choose
choose to go
natural spot.
go to natural spots then, yeah?
Yeah. Should I continue?
Yeah, of course.
In other side, they are teenager or
So on the other
almost
hand,
on the other hand,
on the other side,
almost teenager.
okay, almost.
Ah, most of.
So which one?
I continue.
Huh? What did you say?
I want to what is that? Like cut the screen.
What? Oh, you mean like
Maybe yeah.
you want to see both? Like this?
Uh, hmm. Cũng đúng nhưng không
You
phải
said you wanted me to
đúng.
cut the screen
No,
like
no.
this?
No, not to cut the screen. Like, mm,
Well, okay, so
I,
we have on the other hand, they are.
khó
So we
hát
can't
cái image.
can't say they are.
They are. We can't
Cannot.
say that. Cannot.
We should say there are, not they are.
They are the majority of
Just teenagers.
teenagers.
There are teenagers. Continue.
Teenagers who I don't know who. They are teenagers. Could you suggest for me?
Who?
Us, I know that
So
related
there are
cause, but
teenagers who also like to go to these,
who,
to go
ah,
to
who
these natural
also
spots or
this exposed this they are teenager who also come to the white place
you could say
places.
teenagers often look for natural
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 to
what we have like places, spots, or in by.
white.
You know this?
Yeah,
The teenagers often look for natural environments as a way to what?
as a way to
Get
straight out.
yes.
Get straight away.
To get stressed.
Now, to release stress.
Okay, to release their stress from
Stress.
schoolwork. Yes.
Yeah.
Repeat, please. On the other hand.
On the other hand, there are teenagers who also come to this place for releasing their stress from schoolwork.
Okay, let's repeat again. Can you read this now?
On the other hand, there are teenagers who often look for natural environments as a way to release their stress from schoolwork.
Yes, you can also say like young young people. Just say young people enjoy what?
In this moment,
Enjoy spending
joy spend their time for
their time. Yeah,
uh,
just spending time.
yeah,
Can you finish this?
often.
Offense.
No. Enjoy spending time outdoors.
Good. You know this.
Yay!
So you see, you
I
can
know.
say teenagers like to go or look for or enjoy spending time outdoors. Yeah, this is what gives you your lexical usage, lexical resource. This is pretty much
I
this, right? Band 9. If you speak like this, it's really good. So you don't have to speak like that to get your score. You have 7. So flexibly a variety of topics. So just imagine you can't answer maybe one topic, like you can't talk about one topic much. You like fail a little bit. That's fine. You can still get a 7. A variety. Still at least 3, I would say 3, 4 different topics. Less common vocabulary is important. Awareness of style collocation. Yeah. Collocation means combining words together, like well, I've mentioned before, like lions, we don't say lions shout, right? We say lions roar, for example. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, what else? They want to, and you had here a big pause, yeah?
Yeah. The
So,
one
so
two.
this affects your fluency, yeah, without
Uh,
noticeable effort. So this, understand? But this is very noticeable. Understand?
hmm. Okay.
So you were looking, you were thinking long
Answer.
to find the word find,
Yeah.
yeah, or find more. So this is not
I want.
acceptable.
Yeah.
It is acceptable if you had been looking for an advanced,
Idea.
less common phrase. Understand? For example, like find, we have the word find as a verb. Here, for example, we have catch, sight
Catch.
of, right? So that's less common And that is okay. Maybe if you think a bit longer and you say that, it's a bit better. Like identify, locate, uncover, something like that, encounter. They want to find more about natural. What's wrong here?
Natural could be the noun, not the adjective.
About the nature, yes?
Yeah, the nature.
They want to find more about the nature, or not find, maybe learn. Find out or learn more about the nature for a project at a university. Yeah? Or for their university project. It's a, yeah? Or next,
They just want to relax.
wait, I think it's my mistake here.
I
So they
choose to
choose natural
relax.
places. There's nothing specific. How do we use the? The sun, because this sun, we have one sun. Yeah?
Yeah,
The moon, this one
mention
moon.
it for.
And you haven't mentioned it before, yes.
I mentioned the natural
Like,
place,
you can always expand a bit. Like what?
like
Sky
uh,
scrapers?
what is that?
You don't know skyscrapers? What is
Yeah,
skyscrapers?
I have to tell you.
Skyscrapers,
Like
yeah?
a landmark, like a
No,
landmark.
no, it's not a land. Well, it can be a landmark, but no, normally skyscrapers is.
No, appointment.
Do you understand
Hmm.
skyscrapers now?
Yeah.
Skyscrapers, yeah? Very important to know for IELTS. If you don't know this word, it might fail you, maybe even listening or reading. So,
So
what are we
what?
talking about? What are we doing?
We are doing part
So,
3.
natural
So
places like.
it is like skyscraper.
Yes? Good?
Ah, just that.
Is it good? I'm asking you.
Ah, um, I forgot the what like like
No, I'm asking you. So, you need to give examples. So, they choose natural places like what?
like
Skyscrapers?
like
Train stations?
no,
Shopping malls?
uh
Yes?
no no no
Bookstores.
no
Come on.
no
So,
like I don't know. I don't have any example.
schoolyards.
Schoolyard.
Yeah?
Wow,
No?
how
No?
schoolyard?
Police stations. Hospitals. Hospitals are natural. No? Not natural.
No
Unnatural.
no.
Unnatural
Yeah,
places.
natural.
So what natural places?
Man-made places.
Man-made. So what is nature made? Oceans.
Yeah, white animal, white places.
What
The
what
land.
what animals? White?
White, white.
Why? No. White animals is like fat animals, you mean? What?
No, white like in the jungle, in the
Okay,
forest.
so the point is natural places like, well, jungles, parks, waterfalls, lakes,
Uh-huh. I
forests,
know.
etc., right? And
Yeah,
so on.
I know. I get it. Like you wanted to give more details about the natural
It
places.
gives, yes, you get that less common vocabulary, you
Oh,
extend your answer, you sound
okay.
natural, yes? So this is how we answer. I give you, like, I ask you a question, and I want you to try, I want you to try and answer it with the structure. Then I write down your mistakes, and before
Yeah,
that, I discuss with you. I give you my version. I give you how you could answer that, right? In a good way. And then we discuss your mistakes after that. Yeah?
yes.
So you can do this. Just practice at home. You have all of this material. And if you don't know something, you can
Ask you.
ask me. I'm here. You have never asked a single question about English. Good students
Come on,
ask
come on.
questions. Huh? Who am I?
No,
Who am I?
nothing.
So that's it. Uh, Now it's all up to you to continue and do your homework. So when do we meet next time?
Uh, in Friday, on the